Good afternoon everybody, and a very warm welcome to our 2018 Staff Achievement Awards. This is such an exciting event and a real highlight of my year, and I hope you're enjoying the fabulous new venue we're in here at the Brooklands Museum, a very apt location to celebrate with all of you, our high flyers. As always, it's been another busy year for us, and every single member of Team ASPH contributes so much every day to the successful running of the hospitals and to deliver our vision to provide an outstanding experience and the very best outcome for patients and the team. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to recognise and celebrate the contribution of those of you in the room today who have gone above and beyond by living our values, going the extra mile and supporting colleagues in doing the same. I'm really proud of you all, and as we begin our special afternoon of celebration, we wanted to visit some of our finalists in their place of work and hear what they have to say and what their colleagues have to say. So please enjoy this short film, and the very best of luck for the rest of the afternoon and to all of you that have been shortlisted.
Sarah is one of our physio technicians on orthopaedics, and I've worked with Sarah for the last 3 years.
Whenever I've worked with her, it's always been a nice shift, and she really brightens up the place.
Sarah is described as one of the friendliest, kindest members of the team. She goes to great lengths to ensure patients are always put first. She took it upon herself to do exercise classes for our patients on the ward, which they love. Those nominating her said, "We are so lucky to have Sarah in our team."
What's important to me is to be able to make a difference to someone's life. They're out of their own environment and they're relying on us as staff to help them feel comfortable and also to get better soon. If you come in here with a smile and you get the patient smiling again, you know that's going to make a difference to them.
She's kind of taking that responsibility to make work enjoyable for everybody else on the ward.
We have been working on a service improvement project to reduce the surgical site infection rate in our hip fracture patients.
This multidisciplinary group looked in detail at the causes of surgical site infection. They have increased awareness of best practice and compliance. The rate of infection has reduced significantly, improving the patient experience and outcomes.
Patients are recovering quicker, they're going home quicker, they're not in pain.
We know from the Getting It Right First Time project that a deep surgical site infection can cost the trust up to £100,000. We've potentially prevented around 14 infections a year. It's not just a huge impact for the patients, but it's also a huge potential saving in terms of expense for the trust.
There are a lot of unsung heroes in the States, but this year we've particularly nominated Spence because of the work that he's been doing.
Spencer is a conscientious worker who always works hard for the trust, carrying out his grounds maintenance duties. He is there in all weathers to keep both sites looking tidy, and obviously shows immense pride in his work.
I'm very passionate about providing a nice place for the patients and staff to work and recover.
If the grounds grass is too long and looking unkempt, it puts a poor light on the trust.
One of my biggest challenges is the grass cutting season, which runs from March right through till November. Being on my own across 5 acres of ground, it becomes quite a challenge, but I think that we do well in maintaining it.
We've got a really good rapport with him.
I think nobody's superior in the team. Everybody we work at the same level, but our prime goal would be to work towards patients' care and safety as their priority.
Madhu is described by the whole team as being kind, considerate, polite and always helpful. He is a great teacher and constantly motivates the team to deliver the very best possible care to patients.
He's so relaxed and so caring. So I think as such that makes him a good leader.
You have to step up your role as a consultant, help out others in terms of the medical staff or the nursing staff.
It's absolutely amazing working with him because you know you can count with him all the time. And even as nurses, it's a constant learning and he always teaches a lot of things.
The nursing staff, the medical staff, everything has been amazing actually. So I thoroughly enjoyed right from day one so far.
Helen has been with the Trust for over 25 years now. Those that know her will agree that she's incredibly efficient at what she does. Always one step ahead, a much-liked member of the team, somebody they simply couldn't do without.
We all have some responsibility to the patient, whether it's clinical or admin, and I think that it is inherent with people who work in the NHS.
I think she wants to kind of do the best, doesn't she? It's her responsibility to make sure that she's doing the best that she can.
I like to be able to understand and be there for all the staff and ensure that they're happy in their role.
Helen's passion for excellence has helped her to show a lot of people by example what personal responsibility really is.
I took early retirement a few years ago, and contrary to lots of opinions, I actually really enjoyed it, but I always knew that there was something I could give back.
Chris is always on hand to guide and advise patients of where they need to go. He is calm, patient, very approachable and an asset to the front of house reception team.
He's a valued member of the team, always helpful, always willing to help visitors, patients, anyone that walks through the door.
I love people, I love working with people, so this role here was actually, I thought, going to be tailor-made for me, and it's worked out that way.
Most days actually when Chris is in, he's always doing something beyond his job.
I am actually known to be a bit of a rebel. I actually often take people who are late, nervous to their destination. This job is just great for me and I love it.
I've nominated Emma for the award because she's taken personal responsibility in her role in actually creating a lovely information handbook for other new starters.
Emma is described by staff in theatres as creative, helpful and dedicated to providing the best possible patient care. She loves to contribute in whatever way she can, such as creating an amazing induction pack for all new staff. She is described as a true gem.
She's only been with us for 18 months and I think she's appreciated all the intricacies that go on within theatres, and actually what she's tried to do is to make it as easy as possible for new staff.
There was a lot of learning that we undertook was verbal learning and kind of learning by seeing and learning by doing, but there wasn't anything that you could really sort of take home and read and kind of reflect on.
So this goes above and beyond the expectation that we have of healthcare assistants, not something that I've seen anybody do before.
Lee is described by her colleagues as an inspiration to all physiotherapists and leads by example. The work can be complex and stressful, yet Lee is consistent in giving the highest level of care and compassion.
I've had a lot of very good team leaders, I've had a lot of poor team leaders, and the ones that have been good have helped me progress and supported me in whatever it is I've needed to do. And if I can sort of draw on those experiences and use that whenever I've got other staff, that's what I've got to go off, so that's what I'll use.
She's so passionate about what she does, and I think that's reflected in the whole team. So she helps anybody if they need it. If you're willing to learn, she'll help you with anything.
She kind of brings out the best in yourself and brings out a lot of awareness in yourself, and then she gives you the tools and the knowledge to improve, and she gives you the opportunities as well when they arise.
When patients come to see us, they often feel that their lives are over just based on the fact that they may need a stoma after their operation.
So we're very committed and very focused on a good standard of patient care. I think that comes across with Sarah.
Sarah demonstrates compassion, knowledge, advocacy and empathy to both patients and staff. She's completely dedicated to her job and her patients all day, every day.
One of my young patients who is due to go to university in September, having had to defer twice due to his illness and his operations. He's now off travelling around Cambodia, and one of the ways that we offer to manage this patient is with access to our email and a WhatsApp number, so that if he gets into any problems and he needs advice and management support, we can offer this from a distance.
This specialist team provides personalised care for children and their families who are dealing with a lifelong and life-changing diagnosis of type 1 diabetes. A family described the care and treatment they received as first class. They wanted to thank the team, most importantly, for making their son smile.
I'm so proud of what we've achieved. We are one of the best paediatric diabetes services in the area.
The best thing for me is the way we're all learning and teach each other, learn from each other.
Even the clinic setting is multidisciplinary.
Yeah.
We all do clinics
Together.
We're all in the same room.
In a circle. Giving input, and there's no one person who's more important than the other.
Our ultimate goal, obviously from the medical side, is looking after that, but it's also about hoping that they can deal with it in an emotionally healthy way and have a smile on their face.
So there we go. What a fantastic insight into the experiences of our finalists. With so many lovely comments, it's easy to see why you've all been shortlisted and are here today. Yet as so many people have said, it really does take a team. I know that all of you will have colleagues, probably busy working back in our hospitals, that you rely on to do your job well. So today is really a celebration for all of Team ASPH, an opportunity to take some well-deserved time out and to think about all of the amazing things that we do to support our patients and each other every single day. Thank you for being here. Have a fantastic afternoon and the very best of luck to all of our finalists.